Pro-life.
Jesus Christ. So it would seem that tonight we have a missing bard and a missing wizard. I'm sure that'll be fine. The 3 mostly martial classes. This would be great. This would be wonderful. But all of that to say, let's jump right into the bubes. You guys want to jump into the bubes? Okay. Pre-session talk. Please, I cannot stress this enough. Please do not think of things as, what does Anthony want from us? It's incredibly disheartening because it means that we're kind of looking at things as if I have any one specific way out of scenarios or around scenarios, and that's just not the truth. Instead, what I do is I usually provide these obstacles with really nothing in mind. I have like some slight ideas or whatever, but for the most part, nah, man. It's not me. Let me turn down this, because that was probably super loud just now. There we go. Anyways, this isn't like my storytelling, right? I'm not trying to tell my grand story. It's mostly you guys telling a story of, here's the hook, how do you guys do this, right? And it's not like a novel with like one specific line to follow. So I've said this time and time again, but I want you to, if I wanted you to play only what I do, I would just write a book and I would just narrate to you guys. But that's not what this is. The game I put together is most certainly not a Pokemon Snap reskin, where you guys are on rails and then it's just like, oh man, right? So like taking the world as if it were a real place with real things that you guys can affect in ways that you might not necessarily know about, is something that I cannot stress enough. Being proactive and taking the people of this world as real is like what I care about the most. The feelings and the motivations that like you don't know about what these people are thinking or why they would do this, and you don't understand, means that you are able to learn about them by asking or by, trying to figure it out. That goes just as much for the individuals in the world and the world at large. The mistakes you make are not me in a gotcha moment. Usually anything that happens, you guys can trace those back to shortcomings in your guys' lines of logic, but that has nothing to do with me. In hindsight, if it doesn't in hindsight, then I don't mind putting the training wheels on and explaining what an NPC's logic is in those scenarios. But I do want to know, like, when it's like, okay, there's no way in hell that this would ever make sense to anybody. How does this make sense to you? I have no problem doing that. But do you guys have any questions or comments or concerns about that specifically? Open floor.
No, I'm good.
I like that for rail shooter, your first thought was to go to Pokemon Snap. Good choice.
Yeah,
I would have also accepted Time Cop or,
Time
any
Crisis.
other. That's it. Yeah. But,
Time
Pokemon
Cop
Snap's
was an
pretty
amazing
good.
movie.
That's it. Yeah.
Wasn't that the pedal shooter?
Yeah. But it was on rails, right? It just takes you to the next thing where you shoot the bad
Or
guys,
House of
and
the Dead.
when that's all done, then you go to the next thing, and then you shoot the bad guys. What?
That was the only good game that ever survived arcades.
One of them, yeah. So, that being said, why don't we do a recap before we jump into goalie goals, goalie olios?
Yeah, I definitely need a recap since I wasn't here because I was sick.
Excuses. All right. So, All right. After resting and healing up, the party had a discussion about how to proceed with Gilmore's ruins. Resolved to offer a duel for being held up, Fayte, Calamar, and Tomoe marched to the third floor of the tower and were met with the realization of the relationships between Clive, Danica, and Maricel. Claiming that blood for blood was good enough, Fayte led the rest of the party away from the settlement while tracking through the mountainous terrain. Grimtooth had met up with them briefly and tipped them into some information while also giving Calamar some spellbook pages and magical ink to record his invocations. The group came across... Oh, I see. That is just for me. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. The group came across a wild man living out in the woods who directed them to the fog where they were attacked by the sorrows known as the Hungry. After fleeing the combatants, they were introduced to a small stairwell leading to what Mahoney called a dragon's lair. They decided to rest up in the stairwell before continuing the journey. So, let's do some goals. Let's start with Tomoe. What you got?
I couldn't really think of anything, so I just put survive. Just because for my characters, usually that is something to be
Survive.
proud of.
All right. So you want to be not dead by the end of the session. Good luck. Has your short-term, long-term, or personal goals changed in any way? Any of those?
No, those are also the same.
Right. What about Fayte?
No, yeah, mine was get eaten. No, I didn't get shit.
Just
Fuck, dude.
yeah, I'd love to be eaten alive. That'd be great. It's a goal of mine. Okay.
No. In fact, so remember, like I completed session goal last time.
Right.
So my session goal that I made last week, was session goal: keep party fed, not lonely, not lost. That's my session goal.
Damn. That's pretty good. I like that. All right. And then you also completed a short-term goal. Oh, that's a radiant one. That's right. The gaining a level is your radiant goal. All right. Well, let's take a second. Just go ahead and take a quick break while we wait for Amanda to get back. When she gets back, then we'll do the thing. And we're back. So,
my goal is to come up with a plan to get better weapons.
all right. That is a good idea. So, we're going to pick it up with a burp. We're going to pick it up where we left off last time, as we have our group walking through the fog, being led by Madman Mahoney, as you guys are pretty much just trusting his judgment as to where you guys are going. And I believe that you said that you wanted to walk back up to the north side of this woods that you found yourself in, where the road meets the woods. This game might be...
Quick question.
paused.
Were you guys going to talk about a recap?
We did. You got up and ran away.
That wasn't really a recap. You guys were talking about goals.
No? Okay, hold on. Now, we can pick up where we left off. Pick up where you stick up. So, as you guys are all traveling through the fog, you can only oft tell that it is a wooded area that you're in, because every once in a while you'll pass a tree. All of them are like dead, gnarled, twisted up trees. They look like what you would imagine like dead willows. Look like, all like more horizontal than they are vertical as you guys go through. And Mahoney is at the front. You didn't give him any rope or anything like that, so he's just staying like about 10, maybe 15 feet ahead of you, which means that you can't see him through the fog, but Fayte being in front, you do hear go, keep going this way. Ooh, watch out for that rock. And then you'll step forward and there'll be a rock. It's like, we'll be there in just a little bit.
I just remind everyone that we are not lost. We know exactly where we're going. We're where we need to be.
Yes.
Just keep following. We'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just keep on following me. And then next thing you know, bam, you going to be there. Also, if you wanted to eat some fog.
Don't the fog. Not because we're hungry or not hungry, just because it's not a good idea.
And you can kind of tell that he now has his back to you as he's talking. He's just like, well, you're already breathing it in. He's moving and shucking and jiving. Does anybody want to say anything while you guys are in this interim?
I think Chumboy is going to take a little bit of fog and ingest it. Just like if we were to measure it out, like a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, just a teaspoon.
You go to you're gonna like scoop some of this fog that's like passing, just like waft it into your mouth and try to.
Yeah, like just to see if there's any sustenance gained, if anything changes, you know, for better or
my
worse.
body. It's not her body.
That's all right. So as you do that, as you go to eat that, right? It doesn't look so much like light whipping cream or anything like that as you go to eat. It's literally just you wafting like a mist into your mouth. You're like, tastes like moisture. Tastes like the same shit you're breathing. So, I want you guys to pick one person to roll a D100 twice. Take the lower of the two numbers. Travel table if you want.
Okay, where's the travel table again? What one is that? This one with the dots? This one?
That's the one. And you click roll, and the results will be in your chat log. Also, by the way,
I have to do this twice?
Yeah, and then take the higher of the two, or the lower of the two number, I mean.
What is that?
Looks like you got an even 50. But
I have to roll again.
Yeah, please. All of you guys should now know that I have and a 6. Fucking sick. Okay. All of you should now know that if you any tab that you open up, since you guys are on your browser doing this, you can pop it out and it will actually create a new window, so you can actually take it off
even says pop it out or pop out.
It's in the top right of anything, so that way you're not cluttering up your game board if you want to.
Yeah.
But that's a really holy shit, that's the best. It went from you're good to holy shit, that's the best.
We're good.
It's not no kidding. All right, so as you guys are falling, give me a sec here. Sick. I'm not falling, sorry. As you guys are stumbling through, doing all of this and that, you would hear Mahoney go, "Look out, duck from above." And I would like for everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Saving throw.
What if I Expelliarmus like super fast?
Oh, I think it's con that I have only have advantage on.
Would you say, Fayte?
I said, what if I Expelliarmus really fast?
You still doubled your result. You're fine.
Jesus Christ, it's Jesus Christ.
Oh, I did acrobatics. Sorry.
Oh, dex saving throw.
Cool.
Oh, wait, I think I have advantage on that. Yeah, danger sense. Well, can I see it? All right.
Nope.
No.
You're effectively in a heavily obscured area with this fog. But nevertheless, what? Oh, as you guys hear... That was the worst ever. Mahoney, you would hear him as you guys, I don't know if you guys are going to continue to go toward, like, as you guys like kind of scramble to the sides and whatnot. Mahoney sounds like he's slightly closer. You can kind of start to make out his hazy like silhouette, Fayte, as he kind of like looks. Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, I'd come up and see It sounds like someone landed in front of him. So
Yeah.
I want to try to see who that is.
So, in between him and you, you notice it's like this heap of two people, kind of like. Can Josh? Can you roll me 3d6, please? Hiya, hiya. It's hiya, hiya, ha. Sweet. Oh yeah, that's a good amount of. That's a lot of damage. All right, let me get rid of these guys here real quick. Hiya. I'm gonna put you guys just square balls in the middle. We're gonna take Whimsically, hiya, and we're gonna take Celiac. Get rid of that tome away. Put this tome away. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. All right. And Mr. Mahoney. Okay, of course, that's gonna be the way we do this. As yep. And everybody should be blippy blip 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 blip. All right. I put him there. As you guys would see, as you guys kind of like crowd around these two people, Grimtooth and Tribute have landed on the ground. Just you see Tribute. I'm sorry, man. I didn't expect that to be so rough. I couldn't exactly see where I was going, and you just see Grimtooth getting up. And he looks around at you guys. And he makes a face at all of you.
I assume that your scrying spell is working as planned, or misnomer.
Who are you saying that to?
I'll say it to Green Boy. Oh fuck. Not Tribute, the other one. Yes, that's it. I knew his name.
Mm-hmm.
I was just seeing if you knew it.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you with like that, with his like the sarcastic smile, like, but he doesn't say anything. You guys would all notice that Grimtooth has this oversized, basically a collar locked around his neck with this lock on the front of it. And Shribby goes, they almost got us. I cannot believe it. We got out of there so close. It wasn't the scrying spell, thank you very much. It was a teleport, and unfortunately, you all were the first people I thought of.
What's with the collar?
Are you saying, Fayte?
She can go first.
Tribute looks over, and Grimtooth kind of... He gestures to Tribute like the please proceed. And Tribute goes, oh, our friend was almost, what's the word? Kidnapped by some bounty hunters. Huh. Seems like when we leave the tower, he's back to just being a normal adventurer.
Has our mission changed at all?
Grimtooth just kind of looks around at you guys. Tribute's like, well, what? What do you want me to say? I don't think so. This is really only loosely pertaining to anything for you guys. So far, you guys are kind of off the books, so to speak.
Hold on a second. So Grimtooth can't talk?
It would seem that that's one of the effects of whatever this is. Grimtooth kind of like he's fixing Cilia with a steely gaze as he's like, he gives you the, what are you getting at, like, look?
She like grins. She's like, how nice. For once, you can't say anything.
He holds his hand out and he kind of genuflects like writing with a pen.
At first she like expects like a spell to come out, but
Right.
she realizes that he's writing.
I don't have anything to write with. Does anybody have a pen? Quill, maybe?
No, I don't think anyone does.
Boy.
If so, Fate's hand would have moved towards his side, but when she said that, he would have froze it. I don't know if he would have noticed that or not.
Probably not.
Okay.
We're
He's like,
kind of in the middle of nowhere. We're not known for carrying paper and pens around. I didn't think to bring my calligraphy set with me when I was whisked away on adventure once more.
wait
Are
a minute.
you guys gonna be hanging out with us for a little while, or?
That's to be determined. As he looks, and he kind of pulls up his wrist, and he's like, they tried to get me with a similar contraption, unfortunately. Well, you mean to tell me that you all are quite powerful adventurers and you don't even have a quill and paper?
No.
We are not adventurers. Is who's after you going to impede us, or do you think that they might come after us as our relationship with you? Because they could
Let's
easily
see.
strike on us as they might have struck on you.
That is a great point. 1 second. You see, he reaches into a bag and he pulls out a little gemstone that seems to glow a little bit, and he goes,
Also, could they have followed you here?
well, let's not get too hasty. And he goes to slam it on the ground. You hear behind him, oh, so I suspect you guys know each other. Kind of looks back. He's like,
Oh,
really?
that's Mahoney. He's our guy for now.
He smells like a fucking latrine.
And he knows his way around the fog.
Which we've learned is very rare for these parts.
Also, I am standing right here. I could hear you. You look awfully colorful. He's like,
That's distinguishable around here.
Yes, I'm very familiar with the Deadwoods. I understand how how it goes out here, if you will. But give me just a second. As he smashes this crystal on the ground, you would see this blue sort of like dome of energy go boom, like around. I'll put a spell effect up. It's right around. Oh, that's not the one. That's the crazy one. As we go. Nope, that's a drawing. That is definitely not what I. There it is. As he goes, what is that? 20 feet. There you go. He goes. Boom. He's like, all right. Well, it seems that everything that we need is in place so far. This is a protection from divination, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And luckily for myself, it's not the first time I've been on the run. And, you keep a couple of tricks up your sleeve, if you will. So, to answer your question, if we're lucky, then no, they will not have been scrying on us from the moment that happened, as I think that the teleportation happens in an instant. They wouldn't have the ability to create a scry spell. Maybe. I don't feel anybody impressing on us. Do you guys feel anybody impressing on you?
I don't feel anyone. Grimtooth, how about you?
He just flips the bird to you. Shakes his head no.
Just smiles.
I will admit it's quite refreshing to have silence.
I will admit, since being here, a lot of senses have been very haywire.
Well, for one, you should know that Grimtooth kind of runs the gamut on the, it's called discrete viewing. It's a spell that he created all on his own. Unless someone was far more powerful or more clever than him, they likely won't know how to do such a thing.
Fate holds out a ration. Without saying anything, just holds out a ration.
Wow, you have food. Very nice. Good.
Holds it up to Grim.
Grimtooth just kind of like, he takes it, kind of shakes it like, what?
Takes it
I
back
think
if he lets
He
it.
doesn't eat.
Yes, he is
Not out of
actually.
necessity, at least.
He doesn't get hungry. He doesn't require any food, air, water, anything. As his, what you see in front of you is mostly a facade. And he's just kind of like, Grimtooth looks and does like the fucking, like the pump fake of I'm gonna backslap you.
He kind of looks Grimtooth up and down. If this is more or less a puppet, why not cut the strings and get a new one?
Oh no, this is him. I assure you of that much, but not in the same life as you're experiencing. He's what you would call the undead.
Yes, we've been seeing these undead, as well as a lot of devils.
Yes.
He looks back at Grimtooth. Maybe you can make a deal with one of these devils to remove that collar.
I doubt it. He's very stubborn.
Grimtooth takes out his wand. He starts scratching into the ground. DISPEL.
Oh, dispel magic.
Shakes his head yes.
I don't think anyone here knows that. Sorry.
He just kind of looks slightly resigned. So
I think Magus Dorothea would know that spell if you wanted to talk to him.
he looks thoughtful at that.
Magnus Dorothy is a giant worm dragon that sucks away life energy. You might get along.
That was a good joke there. I like.
So Grimtooth shakes his head and like goes from his hand out, or from his head, like takes his hand from his head out and like does like a doesn't Courtney's head resemble the tip of a penis? Like the motion for that shakes his head yes.
Worst comes to worst, the worm will just kill you and you'll do whatever it is you do.
As he's shaking his head no. In fact, you can tell the little bit of sass that he's shaking his head no as he goes,
Does anyone here know dispel?
I'm not able to modulate the weave like you. Oh,
I don't do magic, period.
I meant you all.
Were Calamar not in his coughing fits, I'm sure he'd love to help, but he's a bit preoccupied with his illness.
he shakes his head, yep. And then you see he looks over to Tribute. He closes his eyes, opens them, and he goes, "Oh, well, I really don't want to use it." Grimtooth. He goes, "I really don't want to use it right now. I can't." He just kind of, he like shakes his head. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. All right, fine. And you would see Tribute apparate a great axe. Like he's just holding, like out another, goes, boom, and he grabs on it and he's like, "Can we please step back for a second? Assume the position, I guess."
So like steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys give him a bit of a wide berth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would see Grimtooth get on his knees and lean forward in the executioner's like pose.
I should have thought of that.
As Tribute takes his great axe and just and you would see it cleave his head off, and then his body would just sort of slip off the, what do you call it, and then immediately the head, this like decapitated head, looks at you guys. Fuck all of you. You know, I was planning on helping you all out for helping me out, but that's fine.
You know that I don't know magic. I can't help you.
Well, la di fucking da.
I'm pretty sure in the state you're in right now, anything I could do would be more of a hindrance than a benefit.
Right, like swing a sword? Of course.
You could have motioned for the head, you know. I understand basic concepts.
The fact that you weren't even willing, it hurts me on a deep level, emotionally.
If you were looking for somebody to lob your head off, I would have gladly done it.
And yet you didn't offer. As he goes to pick up the head, so he's now holding his own head and he sits it back. He's like, Tribute, please. Tribute's like, I can't cast magic inside of here. It's like, ah, Jesus. All right, and so he kind of like props his head. He holds his head under his shoulder, or his shoulder, and so he's just got this. He's holding his own head. Well, that was rather close.
We have found some information, as you might have guessed. Our trip has been delayed a couple of times over mistakes we've made over not knowing enough about this area. Apparently, we let doppelgangers loose that we had to take care of, and then we fought a giant worm dragon that we survived, but lost a wealth of our powers from, and it took a while.
Yes, you told me this only a couple of hours ago.
Well, newest, I guess the newest updates are we fought against these hungers and almost lost that fight. But we did get a heading on exactly where Timothy Baker is, as he kind of makes like kind of a. We know which way he's coming down on the roads.
I told you this. Remember, you asked me to scry on him, and then I told you he was heading back from Obelisk's End down that road.
I'm embarrassed.
It's all right. All goblins look the same. I understand. Well, this has been
to be fair, it has been quite a hectic chase for our lives since we last saw you, so him forgetting the details isn't.
They ate me.
Right. Yeah, that'll happen. Well, you know where you're going, right?
Yes.
Tribute's like, now, wait a minute. Before we go any further, you said that you were not adventurers?
I think that Emiko and Cilia used to be very famous adventurers, but I have never had this title, nor has Calamar over there.
Well, that's just silly. What do you think this is?
A mission.
Okay. Would you say it's somewhat like a quest? Almost like you have to go on an adventure to accomplish your goal?
To be fair, he looks at this more as mercenary work instead of expeditionary fun, if you will.
I guess in a sense you could say all mercenary work is an adventure.
That's right.
But I think it's more in the eyes of the beholder, I guess.
Oh, there's a couple of those, sure.
Because I don't think an assassin would kill someone and be like, "Oh, it's a great adventure." He'd be like, "Oh, I just killed that guy for a contract."
I have done that several times. But, I suppose, question. You guys have the same exact stuff that you started with?
Yes. Well, we bought some stuff off a caravan, I think.
Yeah.
And you haven't bothered to try to possibly ready yourselves for any incoming fights? Were you just expecting the shirts on your back to protect you as well?
We haven't had the coin or the opportunity to upgrade our equipment.
Oh, interesting. Do you only ever upgrade your equipment, so to speak, through a vendor?
Who else is going to do it?
My family has, I guess, appareled me.
Grimtooth, like, his head kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, okay, I don't know if my companion here is going to ever get to the fucking point, but if you don't have the coin and you can't get the stuff from somebody, you could always A, take it, or B, you could seek it out, correct? Like, for instance, I don't know if a giant worm-like dragon had a horde, you could, I don't know, kill the giant evil dragon, take the treasure.
This particular giant worm dragon has a skill that literally sucks away our strength permanently, and we're out of young healers to sacrifice to get them back.
Yeah, you
I-
mentioned that before. Why
Yeah.
is that the one thing?
That more or less caused a schism with the only allies we've made in this region so far. And I don't think it's a schism that's going to heal anytime soon, to be frank, but also the wording of sacrifice, we did not realize it was going to do that. So,
Tribute
it
kind of
got
goes, okay, since I clearly am out of the loop, tell me about the sacrifice. Spare no details. I don't care about most people. It's fine.
okay.
Cilia looks to someone else. She doesn't want to talk about it. She's
So,
still pretty upset about the situation.
while we were at, it's Calgar's keep, right?
It's
Gal,
sorry.
Gilmore's ruins.
Ruins.
Oh, okay. While we were at Guliman's ruin, it seems that we stumbled after killing our doppelgangers. We came back and found that there was a dragon. We fought the dragon breathed on most of the party, and we lost what felt like life force, more or less. A young healer that was stationed there said that she could help us. She restored, she got rid of Fate's curse at the behest of some coin. So when she said that she could restore us, as long as we had the items for bartering with, she said that she could also heal the rest of us. We were not expecting her to. Well, I mean, with the soul coin, you obviously expect them to make a deal with the devils, but we were not expecting it to suck the life force out of her and give it to us, which it feels like is what happened. And so she has now died. And we found out later, after a rest, that she was a daughter of the current leader of Gilmore's Ruins. So yeah.
We offered her a soul coin, the demon's devil's currency, to, as she said, she knew a devil that she could contact. And in contacting this devil, it agreed. But I don't think any of us nor she knew the price it would take on her body holding that much power.
Well, okay. Was the only thing that was offered a soul coin? Because there's only one avenue if you're using a soul coin, and that's to ask a devil. So that one route that she decided to take, she had to have known.
The
It
other
was
route
more.
was them sacrificing lives, parts of their life. I think what she wanted, because she basically
Just
wanted.
the first time she had offered for you guys to take her to go get the stuff to do a ritual, and then when you guys offered a soul coin, she said that she could barter with the devil.
Okay. Well, I thought she said something about like souls, like that you'd have to service me for.
She wanted that in payment for doing the quest to go
Yeah,
get
that's
the ingredients
why
to get
I
your
wanna
lives
do it.
back. That was the why, not the how.
More or less. Oh, go ahead.
He goes, well, I can tell you right now that she must have been some potent what's the word, healer, as the Rakshas's curse is usually achieved by using the Greater Restoration spell.
She was self-taught as well, so she had a lot of potential in her.
Yes, well, I suppose that you. Look, I have dealt with the negative life breath of a shadow worm, so I understand what you went through. You should know that that is not the only way to do it. If that was the only way that she saw, well, that's her problem. And she paid for it dearly.
Tribute. Do you think maybe as I don't want to say payment or reward, but do you think that if we killed this Magnus, that if we do get affected by this breath, that you would be able to cure the ones of us that it happens to? Or a method that you could find to do it? Because I think that would
Depending on
alleviate.
where I am at the time of this happening, then yes. If I'm dead, then I can't do anything about it. And also, if I've been captured or if I'm currently being interrogated, then I wouldn't be able to do much about it either.
Is your death or capture so imminent?
Well, imminent means it's a for sure thing, and I rarely ever deal in for sure things. But it's possible.
He kind of like now he kind of looks like suspicious, kind of like around him. Are you think that something could happen like that to you here?
Oh, not likely here. And he looks over to Grimtooth, and Grimtooth goes, I don't think they I don't think they would have followed us. Not here.
Am I to understand that you both are not able to affect the weave from here?
Oh, I would not have been had my collar remained. And Tributes is a little bit trickier, but I don't believe he can actually cast any magic currently that requires a somatic component, but we both have tricks. You see, we have adventured in our times. Like I told you before, I've overthrown governments and committed political subterfuge, and all of those things were adventures, and in that time you tend to pick up a bauble here or there.
Do you need us to protect you? Because I must admit, this is not a very good environment to host bodyguard or protection duties.
Oh, gods, no. We just need time to muck about while they try to figure out my tower, and then if they haven't figured out my tower, then when we go back, they'll all be dead. And if they have figured out my tower, that's why I keep a spare one.
May we ask who they are?
Tribute just kind of goes, the less you know right now, the better. I don't really think you want to know anything that doesn't pertain to your adventure currently, but you guys are in probably no danger at all. Likely.
Do you wish to travel with us then as we try to find the road?
We'll walk with you for a little bit, and while I let the old magic engine recharge. Yeah,
They
sure, why not? For a little bit.
Fate just nods and he kind of looks back at Cilia and Emiko if they have any, like they looking to see if they want to ask anything else before they start going again.
Grimtooth, do you want to take this collar off of me now?
You still haven't done it? Wow. You're like a pussy.
When we tried, she died. So
Oh, did she? That's interesting. Well, what do you remember the last things I said to you?
What was it? What doesn't shine is what shines isn't always gold or whatever. What glitters isn't.
Is that what I put on the recorded message?
Yeah.
Cryptic as it is, there is a message there. But the thing that I told you before when I let you out of your little bottle cage.
That once I did get it off, I would be too powerful for you to stop me?
Well, you'll never be too powerful for me to stop you. But what I said was, by the time you take it off, I won't be able to stop you.
Ah, okay.
Again, cryptic games. I love watching people squirm. It's okay. Fear takes everybody. The fear of death is always there, pervades everything about the living. That's why you all ran away.
From where? What do you mean?
Oh, it sounds like from the hungry. It sounds like from the dragon. Hell, I'm surprised you didn't
the dragon
run
ran
from
away
your
from us.
doppels.
Yeah, the dragon ran away from us, actually.
Yeah.
Did you pursue him, or did you lick your wounds?
Well, we licked our wounds because,
Cilia rolls her eyes.
We don't want to just die for no reason. And afterwards, there was a revelation the next morning that my brother might not be there, so
Well,
neither is my war equipment, which would be
allow
great
me to tell
in
you
papers.
this much. Nothing worth getting is ever easy to attain. Tribby goes, that is really gauche. Why would you even... I mean, come on, we're standing here in the middle of the Deadwoods. I think Pain is just a few miles to the north. Like, I'm ready for a good time.
We're not going to Pain.
You're not... Oh. Well, if it's not your bag, it's not your bag. That's fine.
Where are we going to? I'm sorry, I wasn't here last session, so I don't.
We're following a we're following a reverse route.
If you click the Deadwoods on the map, the Deadwoods map, you'll see our plan, our routed plan.
We're going the exact opposite route of where the guy that we're supposed to meet should be coming
we're going
down.
Very, very main roadish looking.
Yes, to run into him.
To run into Magnus? Oh no, to run into the caravan. Timothy Victor.
Yeah, we didn't want to go this way, but this is where he's going. So
Okay, got it.
We don't want to miss him.
And it takes us right by the haunted Ichor as well, which is, according to the ability that we use, where my brother was last seen. So he might still be there.
Yeah, we definitely we need to be better equipped.
I mean,
we need to kill Magnus and see what he's got.
I mean, you
hiding
remember
away in his hoard.
Yes, you remember my armor and halberd from.
Yes, I remember. It is very, very gaudy, and it's something that you will never forget if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, except for not remembering the fact that I missed all those attacks right before I died next to Tiamat.
Well, this has been fun. Trivia goes, honestly, I don't understand why, like, there's so much here. This is, you might not know this about this place. This is literally where people go to become stronger adventurers, to gain experiences, and magical items, loot, better than normal, not your starting equipment.
And to become undead or mummy food or worm food or devoured
Well, if you're too afraid, I
or
think.
disintegrated.
Great. Tribute looks over to Grimtooth. We could always send him back if he's too afraid to take on the task. Very obviously saying that loud enough for you to hear.
It's my task is to get Timothy Baker. If we were on a mission to get stronger or to fight the Lord.
Actually, Fayte, your task is to have Timothy Baker take you to hell.
Oh,
To
Yeah,
get the
find
soul of
Timothy.
Kaokin back.
I thought he was sending us to the Arcane Eye to outfit us.
No.
No.
Timothy Baker is a caravan driver. But he might have some things to give you on my name.
But yes, I do know that finding Kyokin Soul is the goal.
So, that being said, if for whatever reason you are taken to the portal to hell and you get to hell and you find yourself with the most mundane of items, you will be what they call shit out of luck. But that is up to you.
I mean, if that information was in the repertoire, then I definitely would have considered it.
Oh, I just assumed it was common knowledge.
No, I don't know the knowledge of this realm here. On
Oh.
missions I've been to before, we are outfitted from the get-go on what we need.
Well, your guild sent you with what they thought you would need then?
Yes.
Oh. Well then, never mind. Clearly, you all will do just fine.
to be
No,
fair,
I want different stuff. She's like,
yeah.
it's like waving around her mundane hand crossbow.
Keep an eye, Fayte.
It's
These
duct
two,
taped
they've been
together.
around the block a couple of times. They might know what they're talking about.
To be fair, if we can do whatever task that Booty Deus gave to Cilia, and then we can find my brother and get my equipment back from my brother at the Haunted Iker, then taking down Dorothea would be that much easier.
Oh. Well, there's a plan. Everybody, go get Emiko's stuff and then you win. That's all it'll take is her stuff.
No, I'm not saying. This is
Perfect. Look, here's the thing. We can argue semantics all day, but what I do know is that when it comes time, if you are ill-equipped, you might not make it. But I trust that you all are experts in how to tackle difficult situations. That's kind of why we're taking the hands-off approach. So, where are we walking to? Because, need to get my head back on straight.
Celia looks at crazy Mahoney.
Yeah, Mahoney's just like, his eyes are wide. He's like, oh man, you all got a devil right here. Why don't you just ask him? Tribute's like, I'm not a devil. God. How long has it been since you've had a bath? Oh, I don't take baths. They could smell the life on you if you take a bath.
wisest man I've met so far.
That sounds like a whole lot of cell phone action going on over there.
I know it's the security system going. The location.
You got a security system? Ooh, what's that?
That's one of the basic things. That'll detect life out of you.
Quiet. Very quiet.
Well, I believe our friend Mahoney here was showing us towards Enzobelisk, and then the hope is eventually we'll meet Timothy Baker on the way there. And That would be great.
All right. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to that road, and then you guys are going to, figure shit out. All right, here we go. As Mahoney turns around and begins walking out of this bubble, it's like, Fate's like, or not Fate, Tribute's like, that's your guide, huh? Yeah. Okay.
He can see through the fog, and the
That's
creatures
just
that are
because
invisible.
he's black and white. Don't let him fucking lie to you.
Listen, if there was anyone else that I would have trusted more, I would have picked them. But he was the first one that came to mind, so and he was available. We
You
make
don't
do
even
with
want to
what
know what
we
he was
have.
doing when he found him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like a bird.
So, Mahoney is going to start walking. I assume you guys are going to follow him?
Yes.
All right. So you guys start walking with these two in tow. As you guys are walking in the back, you would see Grimtooth. Like as you guys are walking, he's trying to work on this little bracelet that is around Tribute's wrist.
Oh. She sees like them doing that and realizes like she like reaches and is like patting down her pockets because she's got a numerous amount to hide things in, and she pulls out that little mechanical eyeball giggly goo guy.
Oh yeah, he's turned off. Just
Yeah. And she's like, I know you're busy right now, but when you do get a moment, or if there's anything maybe that I could help you with on that, can you take a look at this and tell me what it is?
you saying that to Grimtooth?
Yeah, like because I see Grimtooth as trying to help Tribute. I'm like, if there's something that I can do to help you, I can do that. But I would like for you to like see if you can tell me what this is.
Yes, of course. When we get a spare moment, of course.
Tribute's the one with the bracelet on.
Yeah, Tribute's got this it almost looks like a manacle on his hand, but it looks like what you as players would know is slightly more high tech. There's like little lines of like light that run through it. There's this big gaudy square on one side. There's no like lock on it, but it does have like a button impression. It looks like it's been clasped around relatively tight.
You're not undead, are you?
To Tribute?
Yeah.
Oh God, no. I would
Good.
never.
We could just do the for that hand, and heal it back on. I do have some points for that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Such
Do
That's
you
a
know?
great idea, but no.
Do you know how it can be removed?
Well, I'm hoping that we'll figure that out. They seem to have a lot of faith in them working. We'll see. But as of right now, it just makes me feel kind of nauseous.
Oh, well, I guess you've helped us, and if there's something that maybe we could do to help you, let us know, and we can try.
Mhm.
Well, I appreciate that very, very much. As it seems, and this is as you guys are walking, it seems like this, and I suspect the necklace of Grimtooth. I suspect that these sap our magical abilities. The way that I feel makes me feel almost normal again. Almost. Luckily, my source of power is pretty potent.
So do you know how, like, do you have to have magic to like put it on somebody?
They didn't look like they had magic, but I've been deceived before. They look like just a bunch of burly rough 'em up types that caught us off guard.
If you if you find a way, if you're able to get that off without breaking it, can we have it? Not to use like against you or anything, that wouldn't make sense because you'd know how to. I mean, like if that's something that could possibly like diminish somebody's magical
Mhm.
ability, that might help us.
Very.
Oh, that's a pretty neat side quest. Well, yeah, if we can figure out how to actually use it, then sure. Yes, I was in the middle of trying to identify it when the shackle was put around my neck. It would seem that the identification spell that I use does not work. There must be some sort of protection spell inlaid within this thing. Oh well. So you guys are doing your thing. You're walking true where everything is walking true.
Fayte has
Yeah,
been
what's up?
furiously writing in his notepad.
Okay. Oh, that's just what you've been doing the whole time.
Yeah,
right?
what you guys are all talking. But he goes. He follows.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't know if you wanted to like say anything or do anything.
No, he's just.
Okay. So as you guys begin to progress, you would hear through the fog ahead of you guys. You would hear Mahoney go, "Oh, looks like we've stumbled upon a campsite. How do you want to do this? Do we want to go in and thief in the night, kill them all, or how do we approach?"
We would need.
So it's nighttime right now?
It's
It's kind of always nighttime.
yeah.
Oh. I
We
just-
would need more info, and he just looks at Cilia.
Do you want me to try to sneak over there?
You are the
See.
best at it, and the most likely to succeed if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I don't mind. As long as you guys have my back.
We won't be able to see, I think. But if you do encounter trouble, we know the general direction of the fire, and we will run
Well,
in.
Mahoney can see. He'll just he'll just show you the direction to go, and you just come in guns a blazing.
Yep, just
Well, I could do that.
Okay.
yeah.
Celia's gonna sneak.
But try to do that and then come back.
All right, give me the survival check and a stealth check, please. As Mahoney, you have to get close to Mahoney to be able to see him. Like you have to get basically within 5 feet. As he goes, it's right over there.
Oh, natural 20 on survival. And you said a stealth?
Yes, please.
Does she have to make a constitution check to hold in her stomach when she smells them as well?
Not yet.
Stealth. But still.
You rolled a 4 for a 23. Get out. That's because it's a minimum of 10, by the way. That's because you have reliable talent. Congratulations. Give me one sec here. Let me just. The rest of you guys are not here. So what we'll do is we'll just put you guys. Hiya, I said. Oh, that's the target thing. One sec while I set this scene up. As you guys all gonna go here and here, and then Celia's gonna be forward. So as we get to this scene here, hiya, you guys find yourself. Well, Cilia, you find yourself passing a big tree. If you look up, you would notice a couple of graves to the side, and as you approach closer, you see that the fog actually disappears. Like you come out of the fog.
Oh, okay.
You find yourself at a campsite, and you notice these horrendous looking, like, partial humans. They look like humans that have been corrupted. They walk on two hands. They have these like what initially look like clawed hands as they're all consuming some sort of flesh. There's a couple of them around a campfire. There's one to your right that hasn't noticed you that looks like he is digging with his hands into a grave. There's about a half dozen graves to your right.
Okay.
And that's what you see.
I will go back to the party and let them know what it is or what there is and how many I saw, which were 3. And We can either try and go around them, or we could just straight up kill them. But it looks like they're eating people from out of a grave. Of course, I'm saying this quietly, but I'm trying to make sure I can be heard from you guys.
So Cilia returns and tells you guys that.
I'd rather not
would
have
it-
them at our back.
Would
Is that
anyone
fair?
know?
I'd rather not have them at our back. We don't need
Yeah.
to, but
Now, what were
I'd
you
also
saying, Kyle?
rather not.
Would anyone know what they are?
Cilia, go ahead and give me a history check, and we're gonna see if that's her ability to describe them in detail.
Yeesh. Ooh.
Hmm?
17.
So now I would like for you two to give me either a religion check or an arcana check.
Me?
No.
Oh. You say you. We don't know who you. Oh, at least that. Whoa. Hell yeah, my guy.
And it's going to be bad rules from here. I'm sorry.
Say that. Yeah.
Fayte, do you want to roll me a religion check or an arcana check? Okay. So from the description, you would likely get that these are some sort of a ghoul. Kind of like not quite a zombie. They tend to retain slightly more of their intellect than a zombie, but these are beings who live for consuming the flesh of other beings.
Yeah, we should definitely just kill him. And also, she notes that it's clear, like
Yeah.
So you don't have, you won't be there won't be any obscured vision.
Well, that's good. The fight yesterday was quite draining because of that.
And the obscurity made it a very difficult, the last battle.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why.
I agree. I don't. They're too close to us. I think this time we should focus on one altogether and try to get the drop on them.
Yeah.
Mahoney's like, all right, so we're gonna surround them and then go in, or no? You said just one at a time, so we just attack the closest one and then go to the next one and then the next one and then the next one, right?
Mahoney,
mean-
what kind of abilities do you?
Whoa, okay. Look, all I'm saying, I survive, okay? I survive. I know how to survive.
Mahoney,
Maybe you should
your
sit it
job
out since you're our
just to
guide.
survive.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Guess you don't
But-
need me.
I do feel like your smell's possibly masking us from them, so do stay by us.
Oh, you see, you want me in there, but you don't want me to help. That's fine. You just want me to stand around. Oh, Mahoney, he's a
Well,
crazy guy. He poops in the
no.
woods. No,
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
summon.
We
I'm
just
gonna
want to.
summon my
We
echo.
want to help you
Okay.
survive.
Do me a favor and actually click on Manifest Echo for me.
Okay.
And then you place him within 15 feet of you or whatever. It should give you a dude too. And then if you take a look at did it do it?
Warning: Operation block due to missing user. What did I say? Due to missing user permissions.
Hold
Creating
on to your dick
tokens.
hole here.
Tokens.
Hold on to your asshole. Grab it and then squeeze. Hold on.
I gotta. Sorry, I don't have any. What are those things that go in people's buttholes? They strain too much.
Oh, an enema.
Hernia?
Okay, now do it. Yeah. Same
Block.
deal. God damn it. No, I'm sorry. I went through a whole lot of bullshit for this. I am not getting fucked by this right now. Everyone. Now do it.
It does say location is invalid. Is something about that? It's something the same thing, but it's saying location is invalid.
God
Must be
damn it.
object string replaceable object. And then
Say it
it says
again. What does it say? Say it one more time.
Here, let me just show you what it says. Because it goes away really quick.
God damn it. Technical difficulties. Ready and
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah. I just have to get the permissions right, and then that'll be gold. All right. Sorry. So anyway, so you are doing your deal.
Yep.
Okay. So you get your echo going. You guys are doing all your thing. All your thing are belong to us. Let's see. You guys are gonna Cilia, you wanna place yourself real quick? And then
What was over here out of the fog?
pretty much everything on this map is out of the fog.
Okay. Did I see that this looked like a tent?
Yeah, all of these. So there's 3 tents here. And you would see these 2 ghouls by this fire, and then you would see 1 ghoul by the graveyard, and then you can just barely make out this other ghoul by the tent just sitting down. Looks like he's rummaging around through a wicker basket, like a woven basket.
Am I able to move myself? Would you be okay with me here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just didn't know what you would allow.
Okay. What is Tomoe doing?
Yeah, he's gonna chill right here.
Are you Tomoe?
Okay.
Oh, no,
right there.
I'm gonna chill right here.
All right, you guys are all in position. As just before you guys leave, you would be like, Grimtooth is like, you guys got this, clearly. And then they're gonna step back and take Calamar and Wimsy back. Like, only if we need to. Mahoney's gonna be right here in between you guys. Okay, let's do just a little bit of an initiative with you guys here. Give me one sec. Let me set this up.
Just a dash of initiative.
Yeah, just a slight little piece of an initiative. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll the initiative.
What did we have to do? Do we have to target ourselves or just have ourselves highlighted?
No. I have you in the encounter now, so all you have to do is roll initiative, and it'll.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was something that I had to do.
Once we actually engage with these guys, then I'll do this.
Poop.
Okay. So as you guys approach, first up, Tomoe, you have won the initiative. I guess Mahoney did, but we'll worry about him later.
Seeing as we haven't picked out a target, is there some way I could just all right, I'm gonna pop this out real.
Okay, you pop out the tab.
Yeah,
Emiko goes. Starts like fucking.
I'm in.
Yeah. Starts hacker manning. All right, what is Tomoe gonna do?
Is there any way that Tomoe could discern which creature would be easiest to pick off first?
That's a. When you say easiest, what do you mean?
As in, without drawing the attention to the other 2.
I don't know. Go ahead and give me a basic intelligence check. We're just gonna call this a battle tactic, maybe.
Come on, baby.
I think that this will probably also take into account the manner of how you kill them. you're going to be very loud. They're probably going to hear you.
All right, everyone, we're gonna charge
Ooh,
in and
real
scream at
quick,
the top of our lungs.
everybody give me a stealth check. As I assume if you guys are gonna try to sneak up and do a sneak attack, then just give me a basic stealth check. As you guys are all trying to be quiet. Fucking
Ooh.
rogues, man. I liked last week better. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Okay.
Fucking plate wearers.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So now you take a second to survey, be like, all right, who's going to be the easiest, freshest target that's not going to draw? You're like, boy, man, I don't fucking know. What's Emiko going to do?
Let me see here. I think I'm just gonna go 30 feet straight forward.
You go 30 feet straight forward. Close to the fire. Okay. As you begin walking straight forward, you just see the one that's closest to you by the fire just kind of goes, huh? And he's like, all right, next. Next up is gonna be, oh, here, let me begin this. And yeah, Cilia, you are up. As you see Emiko approaching, I assume she's got her halberd out.
Yeah.
She's definitely going to from my history or my history check on these, did I recall, or would you be okay with me recalling like how difficult these are or how hard they are to kill or anything like that?
Yeah, once Tomoe says ghoul, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. They're not like the ghouls that you've ran into, that you've encountered in the past. They don't have the same sorts of like ability that like zombies do, where they can come back, right? Like most of the ghouls that you've seen are still technically kind of like half people, where they're kind of half like 1 foot in the grave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're cannibals usually.
Okay. Did I take that 1 feat that I had before?
I have no idea.
Um,
But sharpshooter?
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever you put on your sheet.
Well, we did it together, and now I don't know where.
I see crossbow expert. I don't see. Oh yes, you did. You have sharpshooter.
Where?
It's under passive abilities on your features. Sharpshooter.
Oh, okay. I feel like okay. So I'm going to. So since they don't see me, they don't notice me. You sneak, right?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to attack with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to declare sharpshooter.
Okay. So don't forget, use the target button,
Yes.
and then click on the one that you want to target, and then I believe you can click on the sharpshooter button. And
Yeah, it says standard roll, but
Yeah.
wouldn't this be?
when you click on standard roll, it should pop up with at advantage,
Ah.
or otherwise maybe not. Oh, okay. I guess that just doesn't let you do it. So go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
How do I just regular attack?
Yeah.
Like hand crossbow? Okay.
Yeah.
Hand crap. Hand.
And even though it says disadvantage, you click on that button, and then
Okay.
it'll ask you, and you can click on advantage. There you go.
Oh my god, that's fire something?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So because I declared sharpshooter,
It's a -5. That still hits.
it still hits. Okay, cool. So it'll be my regular damage, my sneak damage. It'll pop Whales of the Grave, and it'll do an extra 10 damage from sharpshooter.
Okay.
Right.
So yep. So what you'll do is you'll click on the damage button, right, and then normal damage, and then you can go to your character sheet, click
Do the
on sneak
sharpshooter?
attack.
Sneak attack. Okay. Sorry,
And that
this
should
is-
be.
I feel like it used to pop up before and just do it.
I don't know. Okay, and then your sneak
And
attack
then-
damage, and then
That was my
did
sneak
you-
attack, and then so
did you want to
the-
use your Whales of the Grave too?
well, the sharpshooter does an extra. What was
Yeah,
it? 10
10.
damage.
Okay.
So that's 22 plus 8
Holy
plus.
shit.
So that's 30 damage plus
Oh, I guess
another
I guess
10.
it didn't show. There you go.
It
So-
showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it didn't
Did
show
you
me. So
did you want to use your Whales from the Grave?
yeah, because I think it can jump. It can jump to somebody else.
So if you want to target the other one, there I think the only one that's able is the one that's on the upper right side of the fire. And then click on Whales of the Grave after you target that one. Target the one first. There
You can see within 30 feet of.
you go. Yep.
So yeah, it'll be that
Yep.
one.
And then
target him.
click on Whales of the Grave, and I think it should pull up an animation
It's just
for that too.
I just have to hit the 3d6 button because it just automatically.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. If you click on the icon for it, click on the little icon for it. That, and then if
Oh, use ability.
yes,
Can I just do it and that way it just do something? Oh, it doesn't look cool.
yeah,
We just won't count this damage. Just want to see what it does.
It'll be fine.
We'll go with the 11.
click on the damage, and normal damage. Still does 11. And look, do you see the little skull go? All right, boom. As you guys all see this zombie go, huh? Or this ghoul go, huh? Look back at Tomaway, take a fucking crossbow, shoot, and then you see the other one go, and then you just see as this like the whales from the grave,
Yeah.
sapped alive.
And then I still have a bonus action. Is that
You still have a bonus action.
okay? Bonus action. I'm going to shoot his face. The one that I did the with
Okay, go ahead and make that shot.
crossbow. Normal. It hits. Okay.
Definitely
He named
hits.
it Cameron.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do the sneak attack. Doesn't proc on bonus action, right?
No, you can only do it once per turn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so just regular
Roll that damage.
regular damage.
Big oof in
Boo.
chat.
Poof. So that's 6 damage, and that's gonna be the end of my stay.
Okay, that's Fate. You're up as you see this, huh? And then, shot. Then, and then this other one has been like kind of stumbles back and just. What do you want to do?
All right, so the Echo procs Dreadful Ambusher. He's gonna like do that Naruto run where like they're 2 inches from the ground from the front half.
Dude, it's all you have to say is Naruto run. We all know what a Naruto run is. Anybody that ever watches this in the future will know.
Yeah.
He just does that straight up to him.
Yep.
So I'll try it on my end as well. And where's the last one? Classes. Oh, here it is. So
So
there, I
you're
clicked
gonna
them all.
Reckless, Great Weapon Master,
Dreadful Ambusher.
Dreadful Ambusher.
Oh, I'll give it that same. Oh,
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll all that damage.
I did -5. Is a -5 also hit?
Yep, also hits. Go ahead and minus damage. These you would see these things. They basically just wearing like loincloths and like some tattered like X clothing.
Oh, okay, I guess that's all I have to do.
All right, as that one just you just cut him down. Doesn't even see you coming. Just tick, 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 tick.
Just down the center, just.
All right. Anything else?
60, 60. Nice. Second attack.
On the here, hold on. I don't know if you can see his icon. He's dead.
Oh, this guy up here?
Oh wait, the one all the way up there?
Yeah.
You can get all the way up there?
No, I got a range attack.
You have of what, your comma?
Nope. Here. Is
What weapon is it?
tis not a weapon, sir.
Ooh, what's your ranged attack?
It is a feature.
Ooh, what feature?
That pop up.
Dope. Fuck yeah, go ahead and use it. It's within range.
60 feet.
Fucking A, do it. Sacred Flame, so he makes a dexterity saving throw. Just make sure you have him targeted. So that way all of this API can work right.
It's like it's not on my action list. I don't know why it's not. It's on my features. Spellbook. Cantrip. It's not showing up my cantrips.
All right, here. Let me just give you the cantrip then. Give me 1 sec. If it's not showing up in your cantrip, then I'm gonna go and take a shit.
Yeah, it just says Asher Fox.
Sacred Flame. Let's just drop that right into your shit. Bip. Oh, whoops. Why did that not? There you go. It should be added to your inventory now. If you go to your spellbook. Or is it in your inventory, which would be really obnoxious?
Well, it's only in my features that I see that button.
Hold on. No. Oh, you do have it there, by the way. If you go to your spellbook.
Yeah, it's in my spellbook. I don't have a cantrip.
Oh, I'm looking right at it. Are you in your echoes?
I'm in the echo.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and do it from yours.
Okay.
Oh, wait, can your echo cast spells from you?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, because it's just me. It can cast from.
Sure, why not?
Alright, it is over here. I have to move myself up.
Oh, that's poop. Well, here, hold on. Don't bother. Yeah, don't even. Not even a little bit. There you go. I just gave him Sacred Flame. Your echo.
Oh, wait. I don't see it. Wrong guy. Okay, echo. There it is.
All right.
So did it hit you?
Roll the damage, and I think it'll ask me to do it.
Oh, weird.
Okay, that's weird. It didn't. It usually does, but
it asked me.
it asks you to do it to yourself. That's weird. All right.
You got to
There it
beat
is.
18.
I got an 11. That's a fail. So he's going to take 11 points of radiant damage. Did you target him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, 11 points of damage kills him. As you see, is DED dead.
Oh no, I target him with, so I switched over to target him with Fayte and not back targeting with Echo. So now I'm targeting with the Echo, but it's whatever.
He's already, yeah, he's dead and gone. Dead and gone. All right, cool. So that's 3 of these things are dead, and then there's the one that is left up at the top. As you see it, look up. So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, before the ghoul gets to do anything, Mr. Mahoney is going to do his deal. He is going to. You guys would see him just kind of like shred off his potato skin parka, and he is like disgusting. He's like this wiry, frail, old, emaciated, dirty man. As he's like highty tighty highty tighty highty tighty tighty, as he's like comes rolling in, and you see as he does, you would notice that like he's got like this triple replicate of magic casting as he goes highty tash, and he pulls out this like blade made entirely of shadow. As he starts like doing this like sword dance on his way up there, and he is going to move his full movement speed. Oh, I'm gonna get you now. You're dead. As he looks over at the ghoul. So, Tomoe. You're up.
Oh, I don't know how to do it, but that echo's gone.
Oh,
It's too
right.
far away. It's too far away from me.
It goes like this.
I am going to take a dash action to Shepherd of Wop. Boom.
All right. You get real close. You got a bony action that you want to do?
I might have a bunny action I want. Fuck. Is he 30 feet away from me? Damn it,
It's
he's 35. Fuck. I don't have a bonus action I want to do then. No.
Okay. Those are some cool beans. Then,
Actually,
all
I
right.
want to cast Second Wind on myself for my bunny action.
Okay. Sure. You kind of. All right. That is the end of that. Dope sizzle. Hey, Celia. You're up.
About to snipe this kill. So wait, this guy right here, is he dead?
Oh, yeah. Dead as fuck.
Oh, he doesn't have a skull on him.
It's a little tiny skull in the top right or top left of his.
Oh, I see it now when I zoom. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm just thinking. Because I don't have any disadvantages on rain. But
Your range, no, your range is doubled. You don't have any disadvantages on cover. So if your range is normally what 80, you have 160 that you can do. Which, yeah, you can still hit from across the entire map.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Fucking A, go for it. Go for tits.
Am I still? Because he doesn't know where I am.
Oh, he knows where you are. You made yourself very apparent by killing like 1.5 people.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
I won't
gee.
use sneak, and I'll just do 2 hits because it'll be the same.
Fucking A, go for tits.
Okay, so let me target. Hand crossbow. Rolling. Normal. Oh, it hits. Okay.
Hey. Again, they're not really wearing much. And
Damage.
this one was just sort of sitting down with like the whole wicker
8
basket.
damage to him.
All right.
And then I'm going to do my bonus action to hit him again.
Do it.
Oof.
There you go. That one misses.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. Stay where I am.
All right. Fayte, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bony to
Okay.
summon my echo. 15. Let's move first, I guess.
Great idea.
All right, 30 feet. I'm gonna summon my echo 15 feet from me.
All right. Oh, here, let me.
Yep.
If it still won't let you do it, then I will do it.
I can try.
Yeah, go for it.
It did change this time. It said I don't know why, but it said you use your bonus action this round. Are you sure you want to use it again?
Oh man.
And then I clicked yes, and then it gave me the same old error.
Let me see here. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Figure ownership. All players are owner. Boom. Try it now.
Nope.
Fucking balls. All right, well, 15 feet ahead of you.
Yep, straight ahead.
1, 2, 3. Bip.
All right, 30 feet. He's 30 feet away. So that's in between 20 and 60, so it'd be a normal roll, right?
If it's beyond 20, it's disadvantage. Beyond 60, you can't. So between 20 and 60 is disadvantage. Inside of 20 is regular.
Then I'll do the other things to make it just a normal
Sacred
roll.
Flame? Oh,
No.
what? Oh, the Reckless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Features. This guy. Yeah. Reckless. Yep.
Isn't that guy dead?
What?
Oh, shit.
The one
Yeah,
oh, I thought you were talking about the guy up here. Yeah,
You're
the guy by the fire here is dead.
Nope, I can't reach him. I'm just going to hold action to Sacred Flame if he gets close to me. If he gets within
Okay.
60 feet.
All right, and then that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
So he poofs out.
Oh, yeah. As he's like, all right, here we go.
Yeah. It's 30 feet. Fuck.
as you see this this ghoul over here underneath this thing, I just go, you guys are fucking crazy, man, and is gonna fucking dip the fuck out
No, bitch.
and then dashes and is gone. All right, so you guys sit there, combat's over as you see this thing go. You guys gonna
Cilia's
chase him down?
Not close enough to even attempt, but I am going to take a peek inside of this tent.
Well, before we do that, is anybody going to chase this person down?
It seems scared of us, so
It's more
I'm
when
gonna
it
say-
gets warned, but it's so far ahead. I don't think we catch up. I don't think it'd be worth it.
no.
Okay. So as you guys just see the back of this ghoul go as it runs away.
Would I know that it's like common for them to talk like that?
You could roll me a religion or an arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. Or they're both the same. Let's just do Arcana. Nope.
Nah. I mean, it's fucking undead. Who really cares? You know what I mean? All right. So let us. I'm just gonna do a quick little round of like a pseudo initiative. Cilia, since you were the first person to tell me what you wanted to do, where did you want to start looking at the tent right next to you?
Question.
Yes.
Where are we now on?
You have no earthly idea.
Not on the road.
You were traveling through fog that you couldn't see through by a guide who was previously told just to go to the closest road, the one north of Knight's Crossing. So you're somewhere between the middle of that woods where you guys were at and obviously not the road yet because you haven't gotten there.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I just want to take a peek inside. What are we doing? A little.
Give me an old investigation. All right.
Investigation.
Next up, Fayte. What are you doing?
I guess he would just make sure that it's actually clear. So he'd kind of like go around the area looking to see if anyone's hiding.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. And then Tomoe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look at this tent up here, where the lady was looking.
Okay. Yep. So then give me an investigation, as you guys would see your teammates and the
What's old man Mahoney doing?
he stopped singing,
Oh.
and then has like put back on his stuff, dispelled his
Oh, blade singer
construct.
action going on?
Not that you would know what a blade singer is. No, I'm kidding.
Of course.
I mean, you probably would know what a blade singer. Like you guys have knowledge of various things. But he kind of gets back dressed and he's just like he's gonna walk over to the gravesite, start looking at anything like that. All right, let's see what we got
Yummies in
here.
there.
Gross. So Cilia, you would see some like tattered rag clothes. There looks like some spoiled meat that's just sort of sitting on top of tattered rags clothes. There is like a rough hewn bed. It looks like it's made out of like a small bunch of like hay that's been stuffed into some stitched like clothing or whatever. There's a knapsack that has just various like it's like a bindle. It's not even a knapsack. It's like a hobo bindle, but it's got like some like old rotted like mushrooms, shit like that.
Would you allow me to do a survival roll to determine like how old that meat is and maybe how long this has been this way?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Go ahead and roll me survival, and then Fayte. As you do your patrol with that perception check, seems like there's nobody else around. I assume you patrolled the border of the fog.
Yeah, just kind of like
Yeah. So you get your route done. You start walking around. By the time you make like a full revolution, or you'll see this place is pretty well clear, pretty well out of the way.
Right here, I see him.
Yeah, he's yeah. Wait, there it is. Okay. And then what's the next thing that Fayte wanted to do when he gets back to the spot where he started?
Fuck, I guess go to the fire.
Okay.
Because Cilia's looking through everything.
She's looking through that one tent.
Well, I'll leave that shit to her.
Yeah, I'm just down at this one bottom tent
Okay.
for now.
So are you gonna do anything at the fire? Or are you just gonna sit there and wait?
I guess I'd check the body, see if they have anything on them, maybe written stuff, or maybe brands
Okay.
of which lord they belong to.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. All right, and then Tomoe, you go up there and you would notice that the basket that was sitting out front that this ghoul was like sitting in front of, it's got like some parts and pieces of what's very clearly rotten meat. And then you look inside of this tent, you would see various other wicker baskets kind of like stacked up along the wall. Looking through them, they're actually mostly empty. It looks like they were literally just made this way and then like stacked up here for whatever purpose they were going to serve. There's a rocking chair inside of this that it doesn't look like it would get much use because this is all dirt anyways. Hold on. Oh yeah, that'll work. Weird. Oh, that's why. Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, sorry. As you're going through this, you would see like one of the things here is like it looks like a kind of, if it weren't tattered and ripped and frayed and whatnot, it would look like a really nice, almost like a scarf. Has been like hand woven. And then that's what you get. What's the next thing that Tomoe would do?
Tomoe is going to grab the scarf, and is it black and white? Yeah.
Oh, the scarf is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
grabbing hold of the material. It looks like it feels like what you would imagine like a cleaned wool, like something that's been like kind of what's that shit called? Like loomed.
Oh,
like loomed material. It doesn't. It's something that's been like made. All right, and then so you take the shawl or not the shawl, the scarf, and then what's the next thing you want to do?
I'll move back down to reconvene with the party, but yeah, like while I'm moving, is there any patterns that like can discern it of like who could have possibly made it?
You can make me a history check. All right. That means next we've got Cilia with the old survival check. The survival check was to see how old the meat was, or how old all the stuff is, right?
To either try to discern like how long this meat has been bad for, or maybe how long. I'm trying to discern if the ghouls made this camp, or if this camp was somebody's and they took it over.
This definitely, with that roll, it definitely looks like the meat itself is rotted, but it's very possible that this is a freshly cut up old meat.
Got it. Okay. So okay.
Um,
Right.
yeah, the rest of the stuff here, like there's no layers of dust on this stuff. It is all tattered like shit. It looks like it's been ripped, destroyed, drugged through the mud, yada yada yada. But it's not like old and decrepit in the way of like sitting there doing nothing.
Got it. Okay.
All right. That brings next up Fayte with the investigation. You're gonna go through this body. Look at this body, dude. This thing is just like a loincloth. There's a bone with some meat on it. The investigation, like you would look. This looks like it would be some sort of like a humanoid, like meat, and you would see all around this fire there are bones of like what look like detritus, like they've been picked clean and then thrown to the fire, picked clean, thrown to the fire. This was very easily food garbage, you know what I mean?
He's gonna pick up I guess whatever piece of bones next to him, maybe a
Okay.
skull or something.
Okay.
He's gonna hold it up. Hey, tribute, I think I found your adventures you were talking about. He's just gonna throw it back onto the fire.
I don't get it, but all right. This
Cilia, did you find anything of note?
No. It just looks like this was the ghouls' camp. Everything here is garbage. I haven't found anything yet, at least.
The undead don't seem to carry many valuables.
It's weird that there are graves here. I feel like we haven't seen any graves. Like I guess it makes sense
Maybe.
they want to dispose of dead people, but
I think these ghouls might have actually dug up these dead people.
I know, but I just never thought like with the I don't know. I just felt like I feel like it's odd that there are graves in the dead woods. I don't know.
We haven't seen graves thus far.
Yeah.
Yes, it is odd.
you all would know because of the legend lore thing that you did, the player ability. You all would inherently know that there are like cemeteries and like mausoleums and shit here, but like the ones that you guys asked about were mostly just the ones that are actual points of interest.
Got it. Okay.
Well, I doubt the ghouls built these tents. Maybe this used to be a settlement like the ruins were, and enough of them died that the rest buried their dead and moved on.
Maybe.
I did find this scarf. It feels very soft for something that might be old. So
Take this 10.
Okay. Cilia, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Did I resolve everybody else's stuff? The investigation check of that, and then the history check?
this is 4.
Yeah, but that was to check to see if you know of any like peoples that made this.
No, it was to see if there's any discerning marks on the scarf
sorry.
itself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Nothing out of the ordinary. This just looks like, you know, it's not like the Native American peoples and their like pattern or anything like that. There's no real like odd pattern to it. Since most of it's gray anyways. All right, Cilia, that investigation. You actually, in this tent up here, you kind of actually see what looks like it's very out of place, like almost like an end table. Like it looks like old furniture. One small square, like like a bedside end table. It looks like there once were drawers in a cabinet that have been ripped off, so it's more like just like the husk of it. There's like stacks of like paperwork on top of it, and then inside of it, there's like some more stacks of paperwork.
I'm
And-
definitely gonna want to go through that.
Okay. The other stuff that you see, and then is there's like a shredded up bed. None of this stuff looks like bloody.
Uh-huh.
This just looks like it's just wear and tear.
Okay.
You can give me one more investigation check. Fate, are you doing anything else?
No, I was
Alright.
waiting.
And then Tomoe, are you doing
If
anything
anything,
else?
if anything, he's getting everyone else ready to keep moving.
Yeah.
If that's an action.
Okay.
I got another 15.
Okay, cool. The only thing that you would see would be a ledger. With a 15, you would see a ledger. It would say, hold on. Give me one sec here. Just getting to my things. Where are you? It would say Cameron, Chet, Gladys, Sarah, Dunlock, and Theo.
Oh.
Is just a ledger of names that's there.
Okay, I think Cilia is putting together the pieces of this was probably like a small group of settlers and something happened where some of them died and some of them were turned into ghouls. And then the ghouls went into like hunger mode and started eating the dead that they had previously buried before they were ghouls, maybe?
Okay. I assume you're gonna bring that information back to the rest of the party,
Yeah.
and then you guys are gonna head out.
Well, there's one more tent someone needs to look at.
Tomoe already did.
Oh, okay.
They had the woven baskets, the
Oh,
scarf,
yeah. Sorry.
and all of that. So you guys all get back together. Then Mahoney's like, "Well, that was weird. Eh, we going then, or
Yes, if you're good to keep leading the way,
Yep.
that
Alrighty.
wasn't too difficult of an issue.
Before they take off, Emily is gonna put the scarf
Wait.
on one of the headstones.
Yeah, did anyone look at the heads the grave?
No.
Just take a quick peek over there before we head.
yeah, sure, why not?" As you walk over there, you take a look at the headstones. The two headstones that have a dug up grave, so they're all incredibly shallow. Well, this one is incredibly shallow. What you're looking at, and it reads Dunlock. And then the next one over there that has been dug up reads Theo. And then the other ones that are filled read out Cameron, Chet, Gladys, and Sarah.
Oh. So, what she was thinking wasn't right. Now she's kind of believing that they rose graves as ghouls.
Your mic isn't picking you up.
Oh, well, now she's starting to think that they rose from the graves as ghouls instead of. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. You guys all head up, and then Mahoney's like, "All right, well, if we are ready to go."
Wait, should we like? No, never mind. Let's just go.
All right. And then you guys are gonna head. He looks around. He's like, "Okay, and to the road. Here we go." All right, and then you guys go through the road. Let's see. This time, Amanda, go ahead and roll me a D100 twice and take the lower. Wait, did I have you do it the first time? Okay, never mind then. Kyle, roll me D100 twice and take the lowest.
Sure. Do that? No. Okay, that's 1.
Hey, that's pretty neat.
That's 2.
All right. So yeah, you guys make your way through the fog. You're all doing your stuff. By this point, you guys are all feeling like you are very, very, very tired. As you guys are like starting to huff and puff, and Chet looks like stops and walks back to you, and he's like, "Well, what do you want to do? Because it's you guys are starting to fall behind a little bit."
Do you know how long we've been traveling? It's hard to tell time in here.
Well, we've been traveling for, let's see, if the moon is here now. It might be mirrored to you guys because the squid man back there, when he last asked me, the moon was here, and now it's here.
How do you see the moon? It's just fog.
I have the really, I got the vision. You guys don't got the vision. You just gotta eat the fog. It's because you got your color. The fog obscures you if you got the color.
Yes, I remember now.
So we have been traveling for a while. We need to rest. If the moon has already almost made a full...
Well, just a point of reminder, I said to you guys before, you guys traveled for about 10 hours from leaving Gilmore's ruins around the top through the mountain trail because you had to go super slowly because it was all rugged terrain, and then you guys dove into the woods, and then all of that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we definitely need to rest.
Do you know a good spot to rest, to hide? Because Calamar looks too sick to cast any spells.
Whoa. Well, I'm a little out of my element here. Let me find out.
Could I assist him? My survival?
Give me a survival check at disadvantage because you can't see much with the fog.
Okay.
Of course. Let's see. Ooh, well. I suppose since you made him run off, the best place would probably be that camp back there since y'all don't want to get in the fog. You know, the one that we kill all them ghouls at? But that's a guess. Because, like, we got several more hours before we hit the road.
You're right. I just hate wasting time by going backwards.
Well, your call, since you're the leader.
He's not the leader.
Not.
I mean, he's been doing all the leadery stuff. So
No.
What?
Who wants to go back to the camp, or who wants to find a different spot?
Are we doing a vote?
Yes.
The rest?
For
To rest,
Yeah.
yes.
How okay, Mahoney, about how long would it take for us to go back to the camp? We haven't gone too far, have
No, we haven't gone that far at all. It'll probably take us another hour or so. But I don't know. It could take us 4 to 7 years. It could take us 37 seconds. Who
Let's
knows?
go back to the camp. Let's go rest.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to walk for the next 14 and a half days. Here we go. Mwah!
Are Tribute and Grimtooth still tagging, or did they peel off?
No, they're still in the back.
He's still fiddling with
Yeah, at this point, hold on. Alright. At this point, it almost looks like Grimtooth has a fucking like he's hyper fixating on it, and he's just like, no, if you would just stop moving sideways, I just need to get this pin. God damn it, Tribute. Tribute's like, look, it's starting to wear out my wrist. I'm gonna need this when everyone goes to sleep. So,
Ew.
oh, whatever. Look, if we're not going to pain, then I have to get my jollies somehow.
Masturbation is a very good way to relieve stress and frustration.
I'm sure No Bark Noonan would help you out with that.
Wait, what? What did you fucking say? No Barfanoonan?
No Bark Noonan.
Who the fuck is No Bark Noonan?
Wait, do you not remember the best character from Fallout New Vegas?
Well, anyways,
it might have been them 7 rad scorpion stings that went straight to my forehead,
okay,
but I say that lie.
okay. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. All right, so you guys fucking make your way back there. Oh my god. I'm just gonna delete the ghoul tokens. They're all still there. The bodies where they were or whatever. So you guys make your way back there, and fucking Mahoney like sits down next to the fire. He's like, ooh, I haven't had a nice fire in so long. So very long. You guys are free to do what you guys will.
There you go, the fire.
All right.
We might want to do something about those graves, if any more rise. There's still a couple undisturbed graves there.
Well, they don't look that undisturbed. They look like they've been recovered. Right? Like, aren't graves supposed to be like, you know?
They do look
Yeah.
rather freshly packed. There's a reason, though, why we have a guard.
We can attempt to bury these bones. It might take us a while.
I'm not so much worried about the bones that are out. I'm worried about the graves that are shallow that's probably still have something in them.
Oh, do you think the ghouls came from those graves?
Tribute and Grimtooth are going to just head over to this tent. They're like, well, if you
You
guys
guys
aren't
gonna kiss in there?
Grimtooth looks back and goes, right. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your fear of your death doesn't stop you from living. He turns around. You'll see them. They're like right at the front of the tent as they're gonna be like doing other shit.
Make sure you leave the door open.
So Cilia, are you gonna go do stuff? Are you guys doing stuff with the graves? Like, what does everybody want to start doing here in this interim before you guys start to actually sleep?
Well, Cilia wanted to inspect the graves a little bit more because her concern is ghouls rising from the graves that still have
Yeah,
potentially something in them.
if it would go with her, just kind of watch, make sure.
Okay.
If they're shallow, she'd kind of want to kick some of the dirt off. And if she sees anything in there, like take her scimitar and like lob off a head or something.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and are both of you guys doing things at the same time, or is Fayte just watching?
I mean, I could send my echo, and he could just start attacking the dirt with the axe.
Cool, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so your echo, you drop him in. Here, might as well just fucking do this if he's gonna be doing stuff. Hit, as he just starts. Yeah. And what is Cilia doing? Are you gonna actually be trying to like dig stuff up, or?
Well, I mean, like she doesn't know how shallow it actually is, so she would just kind of start by moving some dirt over with her foot. You know, like when you're kicking dirt off of the baseball
Oh, sure, yeah.
fucking plate.
Yeah, you start doing that. It doesn't look like it's a couple of inches dirt.
Does anything come out while he's hitting these mounds?
Nope.
that seem at least 2 feet deep.
So even like 2 feet deep, we don't see anything.
He doesn't know if he's going 2 whole feet deep. That's a pretty hefty
Oh,
way
I thought you
for
said 2
that
feet.
fucking
That's
thing. Like, oh, I see what you're saying. Like the whole. Sorry. Let me use exact terms. As you're striking the ground, your blade is sinking in. Like I assume only about halfway to the blade, right? Like halfway across the
the
great
only
axe
reason why
blade.
it be more is because I thought that the ground's been recently turned. You know, so
Right.
it's
I mean, I
But if
I
it's
don't know
normal,
exactly how big a great axe blade is, but I don't think that you're like sinking the whole head into it, unless you are. Um,
can I do
but
like a strength check just to see how hard? If
not
that
your
would help.
echo. How about this? Let's just say yeah. For argument's sake, let's just say yeah. Nothing comes up as your echo is just going to town. Since he couldn't do an athletics check, since your echo can't do skill checks, that would be nonplussed. But
Oh,
we'll just say that yeah, your echo is able to sink an entire great axe blade into the dirt all the way down, because it's been churned up, and he's not like pulling up a body or anything like that. But yeah, Cilia, you would recognize it like, I don't know, he's not digging a hole. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
He's just chopping into the dirt.
Yeah. That's fine. She'll go to the fire and rest and watch shift and stuff.
All right. So, Haya, you head over to the fire. Tomoe, what have you been doing in this interim?
Eating ration. Nom nom
Dope.
nom 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 nom.
Ration master. Ration master. Okay. And then your buddies are back here. They both share a sleeping bag, the other two.
but I'll still be eating and drinking when I got back to the fire.
Okay. So,
Same.
you guys are all doing that. I assume you guys are gonna go for a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. How many watches do we want to do this in?
I'll do 2. She does 1. He does 1.
We're doing 4 watches.
Is that what we're doing, or?
I assumed we were gonna do 3 4-hour watches because
So don't worry about the time, right? Don't worry about the time. Just how many watches do you guys want to do this in?
I assumed 3 watches. Emiko will do 1, Fayte can do 2. Because Fayte can meditate in like 4 hours, right?
I can do a watch.
Okay. Then we'll each do 1.
Yep.
Okay. 3 watches. All right. Who wants to do the first one?
Emiko will.
Sweet. All right, Emiko, go ahead and roll me on the D100. Roll me a perception check. As everybody else beds down, Fayte goes into his trance. Cilia lays down and goes take a nap. Emiko, you're good. You're good. Should be fine. Hey, real quick. There it is. Dope. You're looking great, man. You're sitting there. What are you doing during your watch? Are you just like chilling, killing?
Emiko is just staring where where the ghoul last left off from because she wants to see if it comes back.
Okay, sweet.
So
Doesn't
just
come back your whole watch.
okay, yeah.
Then your watch is over. Who's next?
I can do watch number 2 unless Fate.
I'll do 3.
Okay, cool. I'll do 2.
Okay, yeah.
All
Emiko
right.
will wake up Cilia then.
Okay. Little light on the RP this time? No worries. So we're just gonna go ahead and change the guard then in that fast travel style.
Yep.
Emiko disrobes, does her thing, goes to bed. Cilia, you're up. You're doing your thing. Go ahead and roll me a D100 and a perception check.
Percent.
It sounds so funny, like, because I can hear you singing, but like your mic is not picking it. So all I hear is D1.
I got an 18 D100 and perception. Okay.
Sweet. All right. So you're sitting there chilling, killing. What is Cilia doing during her rest?
She's thinking about recent events, and especially now that Grimtooth is so close, and her collar, and when and how she can get it off or unlock it. She's mulling over what she knows about dragons and potentially whatever knowledge she has of that to help with fighting the worm dragon, because she really wants to get to that horde now and see what kind of like weaponry and artifacts are in his horde. And yeah, that's pretty much
Sweet. All right. Yeah, you spend your whole time trying to contemplate the gathering, and you realize, oh, yep, watch is over. Time for Fate.
Kidoki. I go and I give him a little tappa.
I rise from my trance. Oh,
All right. Cilia goes to bed. Fate wakes up. Fate, go ahead and roll me a D100. Give me a perception check, please. Perception as well. Sweet. What is Fate doing during his rest? Now that he no longer has to contend with, like a curse, he doesn't have to worry about, fucking dealing with Roxasha anymore. What's Fate got going on?
him and his echo. What the fuck just happened?
Yes, sec here. Actually, let's just give me 1 sec. Okay, so, I'm sorry. You were saying what was Fate doing? As he
So him and
chills.
his echo are just 30 feet from each other, and they're in their trance poses. Well, no, I mean they're just sitting down. They're just sitting down, kind of just watching the direction that guy went, but looking around. His trance has already ended, so he's wide awake.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, and doesn't seem like anything's happening. Eventually, you're like, it's gotta have been enough time. Has to have been enough time. And now I want everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw. And I'll make one for Calamar. And I'll
I
make
think
one.
I have advantage on Constitution saving throws because I have
I'll
trinkets
make
on
one
me.
for Harmony.
With advantage? Oh God,
I didn't do advantage.
mine. I
There's
don't
a-
mine with advantage.
Oh.
My dice collided with every other dice there.
Mine like teleported to the middle of everyone's dice.
So, as you all awaken, and you all begin doing your things, getting ready, so on and so forth. In the briefest interim, Calamar and Tomoe, they both are noticeably less vibrant in color. As the both of them sort of get ready and whatnot, and you guys all notice it before they do. Something
Calamar,
about them.
Tomoe, you are not your vibrant self this morning. Maybe you shouldn't have eaten any of fog.
Also, can you see any better?
That's a good question.
Do I, like, looking out at the fog, does it look like there is does it look like there's a lot of fogginess? Or is it, like, dimmed down a bit? You know what I'm saying?
The fog has become slightly more transparent. You can see farther out than you were initially able
But it's
to.
like 5 feet to 10 feet. Like, still.
Well, considering the fact that you're like fucking 60 feet away from any fog right now, like
Oh,
Yeah.
he can see silhouettes and trees farther than what he had, or she than what she had previously been able to see. And Calamar, hearing that, would look to Cilia and go, "Yes, but I also have not eaten any of the fog, yet here I am."
Well, I will
Ah.
agree that my other half's decision to consume the fog might have not been completely decided upon by the both of us. I don't think that's the cause, but now that you bring it up, Fayte, it looks a bit more transparent. That might just be the distance, though.
Okay, let's get everyone ready to move.
As
Yes. Yes, Cilia was going to go over to Grimtooth and Tribute's tent.
oh yeah, they're coming out around the same time that you guys are.
Was she like tiptoeing?
Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
Jesus.
Before we go, she pulls back out her little dilly bob mechanical
Yes.
friend.
Well. Without even doing anything, I can already tell you this looks like it comes from the what is that word? Tribute, what is the place of law? Tribute's like, "Oh, Mechanus. Oh, that does look so cute. You gonna wind it up?"
Yeah. I mean, I have once before, just only a little bit to see what it did. I just don't know what it does.
Right, well, give me a moment. I don't want to waste a spell slot on this. And he's going to ritual cast Identify. So it'll take 10 minutes as he looks
While
at it.
he's doing that, can she look at Tribute's wrist and see if he was able to undo anything?
He has not been able to.
Okay.
What is everybody else doing? Tomoe and Fayte, are you guys doing anything else in the 10-minute interim while this spell is being cast?
I mean, he'd just go over to the guide and just wait for everyone to get ready. He's just trying to keep going quick. Like, we gotta get the fuck out of these deadwoods. I don't want to fucking turn gray.
Yeah. Yeah, you walk over and Mahoney's looking at Calamar. He's like, "Ooh, man. Looks like you got a little bit. That's good. One of us." I'm kidding. Well, it looks like he's casting a spell over there.
Just gonna eat some food while he's talking, drink some Wawa.
Right. So we're just sitting and it's done. All right. So he gets done and he looks to you, Cilia, and he goes, "This little trinket here is from Mechanus. If it becomes friendly to you, you can, whenever you see a creature, including yourself, get hit with an attack, that only targets that creature, you can ask this little guy to redo, almost to equalize or balance. Of course, taking the lower roll. I mean, making the weaker attempt. Imagine it as if, at the time when an attack hits you, this little guy can see whether or not there is an alternate time in which it doesn't hit you. Looks as though it can only be used once per day for now. Yes, as with everything that comes from Mechanus, to increase the abilities and power, a person who is either proficient with Tinkerer's tools and has the components of various entities from that same plane, like Modrons, can attempt to upgrade this tiny little guy.
How, like, by what you've gathered, how do I, like, bond with it? Like, is there something that it prefers, or, like, do I feed it?
I don't know, wind it up and hang out with it? I don't... How do you make friends? Oh, that's right.
I have a friend.
Right, and he's currently being tortured for all of eternity. That's fine.
I have two friends then. And she, like loosens her jacket a little bit and her little pseudo dragon's in there.
He goes, sorry, Tomoe.
Yeah,
Looks like you didn't make the cut.
Tomoe is currently like having internal arguments with her mom. Listen, I'm not saying that she is.
I mean, it's only two because she got a memory wipe, guys.
What did you say?
I said it's only two because she got a memory wipe, guys.
Oh, awkward. Well, thank you for helping me. And again, if there's anything that we can do to help you, that little, bracelet that Tribute is wearing.
I need to find.
Oh, by the way, at this point, he's reattached his head completely, so he's now fully intact again.
Grimtooth?
Yeah, Grimtooth.
Okay.
Yeah. And he goes, well, since he cannot teleport us, I suppose I can now. And he's
Ooh.
gonna quickly cast a spell. You see him like, let me just make sure that his head goes back, eyes roll back. He kind of,
Oh. Jesus.
well, my friend, it would seem as though the tower is compromised. Where can we go? Tribut's like, can we just go to Pain for like a day? Let me kind of relax. Then maybe, I know I've got a couple of houses. I'll see if I can like something. He's like, that really is disgusting, He's like, that wasn't a no. All right. Well, I suppose that we'll travel with you guys to the road, and then we'll split off. Go to Pain for a day.
Is there any way you can give us something to contact you if we need your help after defeating the worm?
Well, as I said before, your bardic friend over here, Harmony, has the ability to contact either of us. That's a way.
What if Harmony doesn't survive?
That
oh
is
boy.
quite a possibility.
Well, how about this? If you'll give me 3 hours, I can make you a way of doing that.
Okay, I think group decision. Do
I'm
we want to
cool
wait
with
3
waiting.
hours? You good with waiting, Emiko?
Okay. I mean, listen. Okay. We're going to have a talk really quickly. I understand that you all like Mom more than me, and it kind of hurts a lot.
Oh, it's
2 of
Tomato
us,
Boy.
1 body.
This might take a while. You can start with the 3-hour cast.
Yeah, let Tomato Boy.
I'll
Ben.
say this much.
Not even my name.
Cilia, you should remember that, well, not Tomoe per se, but Emiko did aid in sending back the Queen of all Dragons.
Yes, that's true.
Now, I would hate for somebody to talk ill of me after achieving such a feat. But maybe, she did accomplish something that only two people who are standing in this very group did.
I mean,
Yes.
Maybe. Right. Well. Okay. And he pulls out some what looks like parchment paper of some sort. It's rather thick. It looks almost leathery. He pulls out a little quill bottle of what looks like ink with some sparkly shit inside, and he sits down and begins writing things out.
Is Tomoe sitting down or standing up or?
actually, now that they're gonna be here for 3 hours, Tomoe is gonna start making some tea.
She's gonna
They're
start
gonna
what?
start making some tea.
Making meat?
Tea.
Tea. Okay, sorry, it was hard to hear you.
Cheerio.
Then Cilia will go over to that area and like sit down.
Who played chess with Calamar?
Okay.
While she's watching Tomoe make tea, she's going to wind up the little machine.
Okay. So you sit down next to Tomoe. You bzz, bzz, bzz. This thing starts. Okay.
As she's winding it up, she like goes over and like, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Don't. It's really hard to speak for two people when they share the same body and don't change forms like Harmony does. Really weird. Also,
It's confusing for us too. I honestly just view you as Emiko because I am familiar with you, Emiko, and not Tomo. Even though you aren't Tomo, I see Tomoe's face, but I know that it's Emiko. You know what I mean?
so right now, no, she's currently, and I quote verbatim, cussing up a shitstorm about that little bitch, unquote. So let's just be glad that she's in there and not out here talking right now.
We will be glad. She's still
Either-
cranking. She doesn't know how much she's supposed to crank this thing up. I'm assuming that there's a stop.
Oh, eventually, yeah. There's a
Okay.
there's a tension stop point. You set it down. It just little wings flutter up. Just
She just keeps stress cranking it until it just breaks.
Oh God. she'll have her little pseudo dragon out as well to try to like friends.
Literally
We're
just-
all friends.
literally just knocking them into each other. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. All right, you gonna sit with this thing and kind of interact with it for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fayte, you sit down. You and Calamar. You spin up the old dragon chess. Are you trying to achieve anything in particular while you're doing this?
I mean, he spent so long trying to get smarter. I mean, it's kind of like, might as well keep doing it. Like, that is something I need to improve in myself.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Oh, I thought that was me.
Nope. Go ahead and give me
Because I clicked I clicked intelligence, and then it rolled. So I thought, okay, weird. It just rolled by itself.
I gotcha. All right, sweet. Yeah. So Calamar is, you and Calamar sit there, and in this interim, it becomes very apparent that he has the training wheels on, and he's like, very good, my friend, as he's like going through the motions with you. Oh, maybe if, and then, but I could, but yada yada yada, and you guys end up doing that fairly well. And then Cilia, you notice that after a certain amount of time of handling this little trinket here, you are able to attune to it. So I don't know if you have this item in there yet, but I'll drop it into
I
your.
can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember if you had made it
I
or
dropped
not.
it into your inventory there, so
Okay.
you've got that.
Oh, I see him. Clockwork trinket.
Yep, and then I think there is. You can. It says attunement required, so I think you can.
Yeah, it says attunement required.
Sorry guys, give me 1 sec here. Identified, attunement required, activation. Hiya. I'll figure out how to actually set it to attunement, but you should be able to, as a reaction, use this to basically force a reroll of an attack roll against you or someone that you can see within range.
Yeah, when I click on it, it gives me the ability to use the ability. I don't know if it'll go through. Let's see.
I found it, and now you are attuned to it. So now I think in your reactions, it doesn't say. I'll add that. Anyways, so yeah, you're able to attune to it and whatnot. At the point where you become attuned to it, you see it's kind of like looking at you, and you can almost see like a camera aperture that's just like from its main eye.
Yeah.
As you stare into it, and you would see like various numbers of these gears and whatnot, almost like the different focuses on a camera. You just and it's like it fits in the palm of your hand. Basically, imagine the golden snitch, and you've pretty much got it.
Aww.
All right, so that happens. A couple more hours go by, huh?
She won the game.
Yeah, and then she won the game. A couple more hours go by, and Grimtooth is like, holy balls, that is insane. And he stands up, and he has a scroll, and he goes over and he gives it to Calamar. And he's like, here, put this in your notes, add it to your book. That way you also can cast this. Please. And he goes, do it on your own time, though, as it will take, I think, another 3 hours to add it to yours, Calamar. So that's that.
Yes, you need to get a move on. So he kind of gets up and stretches.
Yeah, Mahoney's like...
This is like the each.
Yeah. As you guys all get up and get ready, you make your way towards the road. Now, who hasn't given me a roll yet? Josh?
I have not.
Josh has a teacher.
All right. Go ahead and give me the D100 or the travel table, whatever you want to call it.
Fucking finally.
Holy shit, that's the best. Fucking perfect.
I don't. What did I get? I
think you got a 6.
Oh, never mind.
But you guys are in.
That was really, really good.
Yeah, you guys are in the same bracket.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. As you guys make your way through the fog, being led by Mr. Mahoney, a couple hours passes by. A couple more hours passes by. And Mahoney's like, we're on the road now. You guys look below your feet and you would actually see where the road, you're on the side of a road, I believe. Yeah, so this road that you guys would be heading to goes east-west, and you find that you are heading, it technically goes north-south. It goes from left to right. So you guys approach it perpendicular. So if the road's going this way, left, right, you're going up and you hit the bottom of it. Still surrounded by fog. And he's like, all right, look at that. I got you where you need to go. Ha ha.
Thank you. Is there anything that we can do to compensate you, or?
Oh, well, I don't know. You got any food or?
I mean, do you like regular food? It seems like you just kind of like eating.
Fayte will hold out a ration.
Oh yeah, he'll take a rash. He's like, this will last me a whole year. Perfect.
And then I think I already gave him the water skin.
Yeah. Do you need any weapons? I have a dagger
Oh no. Gods no.
or a short sword.
Nah, I pretty much got my own.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
just
fight
didn't know if
back
there's anything else we can give you. Okay, well.
All right.
I have an extra mess kit for my clone.
Oh, I don't really need that. You guys look like you are worse off than I am. I'm just gonna go. Good luck.
Well,
Thank
sadly,
you.
I hope we run into each other again.
Yeah.
As he disappears into the fog, back from whence he came. So you guys are gonna make your way. Sweet.
One small step for man. Foot hits the road.
Nearly at the same time that you guys are beginning to head off, what's his name? Grimtooth and Fayte or not Fayte, sorry, Grimtooth and Tribute. they're like Fate's like, or Tribute, god damn it. I don't know why I keep fucking that up. Tribute goes, well, I guess we're just gonna keep heading this way then. It's been real. Bye.
Be safe,
Bye.
guys.
Any parting words as Tribute starts to walk off? Grimtooth is like, just don't get yourselves in a situation where you're too weak to defend yourselves. You've already seen what one lord can do.
Yes, hopefully this time we'll have discussed battle plans before a fireball gets thrown.
Cilia.
Yeah.
Cilia goes, wow, Grimtooth, it seems like you care about us. It's very sweet.
Why don't you unlock that collar and we'll find out.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
I'm going to.
I dare you.
You just wait.
I triple dog dare you.
I'm going to.
That's what I thought.
When I'm ready.
Pussy. Well, this is going to
funny
feel
coming
like
from
sitting at the... What?
I was going to say, it was funny. Coming from the guy who couldn't talk for quite a few minutes there.
Right. That's funny coming from someone who needs to use someone else's body to talk.
I mean, she's inside right now. If you want me, I can try and pull
Right.
her out.
Do you know how many people had to be inside for your entire lineage to continue? That's what I thought.
I'm assuming two, my father and my grandfather. And hopefully, no, you know what? I wouldn't put it past her. Never mind.
Right. Maybe you should read those journal entries about her woo girl days as he turns around to walk off.
Glad he doesn't know about the Kaoken journals.
So, your patrons depart. You guys are standing in the road. And you're going to... Which direction you want to go? Left or right?
Left.
Why are we going left?
On the map, we just hit the road. Wouldn't we just go one direction, like to the?
So there's two directions. There's
north.
left or right. So it's a fork in the road or a T?
No. So if the road's going this way, you guys are coming up from this way. You can either follow the road to the right or you can follow the road to the left.
Yeah, so it's come to a T. So you either go left or right.
Well, there's only one T I see that we could be at, and it'd be a left.
No, you guys were not on the road. You guys are approaching the side of a road, like of the road that you guys are trying to get to.
Yeah, so it'd be a left. If we're
I
looking at
don't
the
know.
map, if you pull up the
You
Odette,
can't go off of the map though, because we don't even know where we are.
we'd be
Right?
in this general area.
Are you saying that you're lost?
No,
You're not lost.
we know where we're going.
Sounds like it.
We're going to the right.
To the right?
Yeah.
I think the right would be the wrong direction. I don't see anywhere here where we could pop out and going to the right would be the right.
Which way did
Mahoney go?
no, not Mahoney. Which way did Tribute and whatchamacallit go?
They went to the right.
Then we go the opposite way. They're going to Pain.
Okay, we'll go to the left.
Yeah, clever. All right. As you guys start turning to the left. Oh, that's awesome. All right, you guys start turning into the left?
Yep.
Cool. Then what we'll do is we'll see our group of 5 proceed down the road towards the left, keeping the Knights Crossing at their left-hand side, to be able to poke out over the fog. 2 of you guys can see the silhouette of it now, far clearer than what you were able to previously. As we're going to do that slow pan back, and we're going to call it for tonight.
Ugh.
Thanks.
Good, because my cat is meowing like a motherfucker outside.